samskaras, that's the impressions or the imprints on the soul through Sharira Indriya Manas. And an intermediary stage is its impressions on the brain, recordings on the brain, and that we call it as memory. The samskara is deeper than that memory. In human life, we have got a rare opportunity of analyzing the impressions that are on the soul and classifying them into susamskara and kusamskara. And it's also possible to alter the proportion of kusamskara and susamskara. Of course, to all these things, we need one tool, and that tool is the Sharira Indriya Manas. So ultimately what happens is, this human life is for, I repeat, this human life is for altering these imprints or samskaras on the soul ultimately. Why? Because only the proportion of susamskaras are high in the soul, then it becomes deserving to experience bliss, peace. And that is our search always. That's our search for always, for that always. So, to reach our goal, we need to deserve it. That goal is experience of bliss, experience of peace, a state where there will be no disturbance. To achieve that, I have to deserve it, and to deserve it, I call the mixture of good and bad in the soul, kusamskara and susamskara. That's the only way. Now, what is the process of understanding the mixture that is in us of the samskaras, the good and the bad, and how to identify them, and how to reduce the bad samskara, bad impressions, clear off, wash off, ward off the bad impressions, and enhance, to improvise, to have more of good samskaras, good impressions, now becomes the way of life that we have to lead as human beings. As human beings, how we can do this? We are controllable only when we are in human form. In other form, it's not possible. So it is available when opportunity is there. How we have to do it? So they have worked on this. They have discovered so many things, and finally, they have shortlisted what is to be done. They have shortlisted what is to be done, and that shortlist contains 16 steps. 16 steps. 16. And then they call it as Shodasha Samskara. Shodasha. In Sanskrit is very clear, it is 16. 16. Shodasha Samskara. Shortlist is 16 things. Very, very important. Very, very important. It's not that only 16 are enough. There are so many subsidiary samskaras also, which add on to this. But the milestones are these 16. The milestones, very clear steps, very clear phases, stages, whatever you call it. Yes, that has been shortlisted to 16. And all these 16 are directed towards the enhancement of good samskaras in a soul. Straight, that's the target. The target is the improvisation of the quality of the soul. So as the quality of the soul, that is major good impressions. Makes it of a very high quality, and less of it makes it of a lower quality. 16. So I can just make a list of it. Yes. Garbhadhana samskara. Garbhadhana. Garbhadhana samskara. Next one is Pum Savana. Pum Savana. Pu Anuswara Savana. Pum Savana. Simantonnayana. 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 Simanta Unnayana. Simantonnayana. Jata Karma. Simantonnayana Jata Karma. Namakarana. Namakarana. Annaprashana. Annaprashana. Nishkramana. Pana. Chuda karma. Nishkramana. Chuda karma. Karnavedha. Karnavedha. Upanayana. Upanayana. Vedarambha Samskara. Upanayana. Vedarambha Samskara. Samavartana. Samavartana. Vivaha. Vivaha. Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha. Samnyasa. Sa Anuswara Nyasa. Samnyasa. That Anuswara is very important. Samnyasa. Antyeshti. Antyeshti. Count them out. It has to be 16. Now, one or two general points about these 16 things. Say from Garbhadhana to Karnaveda. That is prior to Upanayanam. All this is given in a very early stage of the life. Early stage of the life. Starting from Garbhadhana to Karnaveda. All this happens within a very short span of 1 to 1.5 years. 1 to 1.5 years. Under that, Garbhadhana, Pumsavana and Simantonnayana, those samskaras are given prior to birth, pre-birth. Pre-birth, Jata Karma to Karnaveda, after birth, in the very early years of the life. Upanayana, Vedarambha Samskara and Samavartana, they are in the next phase of life. Say roughly from 8 years to 22 years. Upanayana, Vedarambha and Samavartana. Then Vivaha in the 20s. Vivaha in the 20s. Vanaprastha around 60. Sannyasa around 80. And the last samskara is Antyeshti. Antyeshti. That is cremation or death. What on death?
Cremation.
cremation, burning of the dead body. That's also considered as a samskara. Now, when I was discussing about this in one of the lectures, one person asked me, sir, you are telling all these samskaras are for the benefit and for the upliftment of the deserved quality of the soul. Am I right? I said, yes, fine. Then I had one serious question. You are speaking of Antyeshti. At the time of Antyeshti, the soul would have departed. Then whatever you do, how can it be a samskara to that soul? It's a very tricky question. Antyeshti we perform only after the soul has departed from this body. It's gone. And we don't have any control on that soul. Now you are performing the samskara. How it's possible? The soul itself is not there, it's gone. Only the dead body is there. And you are telling samskara is for the soul. How am I to understand? Now the wonderful answer for this is, even that Antyeshti samskara is for the souls. Souls. That is, it's not for the departed soul, but it's for the souls which are participating in that Antyeshti samskara. The soul is departed, that's over. It's a samskara for those who are participating in that cremation. Even that Antyeshti samskara also is for the improvement and progress of the soul. The mantras, when I observe what we chant during that Antyeshti samskara, it gives this knowledge. So ultimately what it is, the same thing if I apply to Garbhadhana samskara, the very first one, the soul would not have come. Then how can we say that it is for that soul? It's for the samskara of that soul. Here also it is the samskara for the soul, but not the one which is expected back of the two husband and wife for planning to become mother and father. So the samskara is to them. And with that some ground is prepared, and when that ground is prepared, a soul comes in. So preparation of the ground for the coming of the soul is called as Garbhadhana. I'm not going to detail of all these things. I'll go in detail only for that Vivaha Samskara. Later we can study each one of them separately. So I'll just rush up to this Vivaha Samskara. Garbhadhana Samskara, preparation of the ground for the fertilization, for the meeting of the ovum and the sperm. Both they meet and get fertilized. For that some ground has to be prepared, and the preparation of the ground, preparation of the background is what we call it as Garbhadhana Samskara. Then, once we know that she has conceived, so that we will be able to know when she misses 1 or 2 cycles. And at that point of time, we conduct another samskara called as Pum Savana. Second one, Pum Savana. Pum means strength. The colloquial and narrowed down meaning of Pum is male. So when we are discussing about Vedas, it means Pum. The basic meaning, that is Balam. Pum doesn't mean male. Because many interpret it as Pum Savana is the process what they undertake to get a male child. Vedas never discriminate between male and female. Because whatever Vedas say is exclusively for the soul, and at the level of soul, there is no male or female. The male or female is at the level of the body. Depending upon structure of the body, one structure is called as male, another structure is called as female, and maybe some distortion we call it as an eunuch. That's okay. But all these things are at the physical level. But I'm discussing about the level of the soul. This gender is not at all an issue. The gender is immaterial, irrelevant. So there is no question of trying to get a male child. So from where it came? It came not from Vedas, it came from the Puranas. They say, after we die, there is one loka, Naraka Loka, Swarga Loka, so many things. And in the Naraka Loka, there are different types of Narakas. One is called as Put. Put, Nama Narakam.
Put is a Naraka where the ancestors go and fall after their death. And a male child, when he performs some rites, ritual, after their death, say something like Shraddha or something like that, then they will be relieved from that Put Nama Narakam. So one who saves them from Put Nama Narakam is called as Putram. That is how they define it. But all this is not true. Because whatever route we take, whatever birth we take in the next one is totally 100% dependent upon what actions we have done in this birth. And anybody doing any rite, performing any ritual will never help us. Mahimate Anyena Nasannashe. That's one piece of the Veda mantra which I taught already. So our improvement, our betterment cannot happen by the work and efforts of others. Okay. Everyone has to work on their own. Puttnama naraka trayate, punnama naraka trayate iti putraha. This is how they define it. But that is not true. Because everyone's effort gives them the result. I cannot see through your eyes. I cannot eat through your mouth. Somebody cannot sleep with the help of the others. Sharira Indriya Manas. That is, we call it Abhimani. The same thing continues even after death. So whatever I have done, the result of it, I alone have to bear it. I cannot alter it. I cannot take it. This transfer of good things or bad things from one person to other person cannot happen. If they want good results, they alone have to work for that in the right way. If they don't do it, they only will be punished and nobody else will be punished. As it's very clear, and the tracks are totally different. So this Punnama Narakas, all those things is just a fiction, and nowhere in the Vedas there is reference to it. Then how do we understand that Putra? In the background of the Vedas, in the context of the Vedas, we understand it as Puru Trayata iti Putraha. Puru means in an exemplary way, in a very wonderful way, in a very loving way, dedicated way, one who takes care of the parents is called as a Putra. And the feminine gender of it is Putri. So, Putra or Putri, the male child or the female child, will take care of their parents with all the love and affection which nobody else can do. mother is getting expressed. So what is good, we encourage it, and what is not good, we discourage it. So the process of altering the impressions of the soul, that is the soul which is in the womb of the mother, there itself it starts. So it's a samskara. The education of that baby starts from the womb, maybe in the 6th month or the 8th month or the 5th month. Then, it may have got this jata karma. Jata karma is the delivery of the child. So what are all the processes, what are all the things we have to consider while creating an environment for an easy and natural and healthy delivery of the child? Nowadays it's all taken over by the hospitals and nursing homes, and there the obstetricians and the gynecologists, they take care of it. But earlier, it was being done at home comfortably and in a hygienic and aseptic way. That's what they used to do it. Then we have got Namakaranam. Namakaranam is done in everywhere in the world. You may call it by that name or you may call it by another name, christening or something like that. Anyhow, every person who is into this world has to be identified with a unique name. So when we identify that person with a unique name, it's very easy for us to transact with that person. So that unique name is required, and that unique name is Namakaranam. One small point here, that is, that unique name what we are calling, we are not doing a unique number. Yes, we have citizen number, and back here in India we have got what is called Aadhaar number, which is unique for a citizen or a person in the whole country. It's unique. So when that number is gone, it means only that and that person only. It will be a unique number. Why a unique name? Yes, if you are trying to identify that person, unique number is sufficient. But in the Namakarana Samskara, they say, where you are giving a name to identify that person in a unique way, along with that achieve one more purpose. What is that purpose? Give a name which motivates that person to live a life suitable to that name. That we call it as Adarshana. Adarshana. Give an ideal. Give a goal to the child. And that goal should be represented, that goal should be expressed in the name, very name. So that name will be unique to the child. That's easy for transaction. And whenever we utter that word, whenever we speak of that name again and again, the speakers and the child also will be motivated, will be influenced, will be prompted to achieve that goal. Say for example, a very simple example is Subhashini. That's the name we give to a female child, Subhashini. What is Subhashini? Subhashini means one who speaks wonderfully smooth and sweet and pleasing. She is a Subhashini. So when I give the name to that female child as Subhashini, we are giving it to the child a goal where she has to become a person who speaks very sweetly, very usefully, very purposefully. She is a Subhashini. So every time when we use that word Subhashini, then it will make the child to remember, oh, this is my name, so I have to be a person who is able to speak sweetly, smoothly, purposefully, and not a chatterbox. And other people around her also, when they call her Subhashini, Subhashini, they will also be prompted, they will also be motivated to create an environment where the child can really become a Subhashini. Anu Artha Nama, we call it Anu Artha Nama. Anu Artha means whatever their characters are there, that character matches with the name given to it. So this is what is done in Namakaranam. And after that Namakaranam, Annaprashanam, that's basically the food of the infant. It's the mother's milk, breast milk, and over a period that will not be sufficient for his growth and development. So some external food has to be supplemented, and that is the beginning of supplementing an external food in addition to mother's milk, and that is called Annaprashanam. Then we have got Nishkramanam. Nishkramana is baby's day out. So the baby will be within the four walls with some protection and other things. Now it cannot stay indoors always. It has to get itself exposed to the external environment. So we take it out one day when the weather is comfortable and pleasing, and introduce the child to the world around. So this is a dog, this is a kitten, this is a tree, this is a flower, this is sun, this is moon, this is water, this is rain, so many things. So introduce that child to all the external world, and that is tonsured, that is removed. Because when the skull takes a fixed form, then the hairs that grow there will fit the shape of the skull. That's number one. Number two, usually this is done when the teeth start coming. When the teeth start coming, the child will have a lot of irritation. So to avoid that irritation, what to do is we tonsure the head, remove all the hairs and apply it with some cooling element, a cooling thing. So it will be comfortable for the child at the time of the teeth coming out by breaking out the the jaws. So it's a bit of an irritating situation. So when you cool the head by removing the hairs, it becomes a bit comfortable and tolerable to the child. That is this Chuda Karma. Then we got this Karna Veda, piercing of the earlobe. This piercing of the earlobe is part of this acupuncture. So if the earlobe is punctured, it helps the child to overcome the probable onset of hernia, one of the diseases related to the colon. They call it as Antra Vritti. Antra is the colon, Antra Vritti. Because the child would have been sitting in a fetal position within the womb, and when it comes out, then the whole body gets elongated. It was in a fetal position, now it becomes normal. So during that time, there could be some disturbances in the colon or the intestines. So to avoid it, when we puncture this earlobe, that will take care of it most of the times. So keeping in mind that clinical effect of the acupuncture, they go for this Karna Veda. Then straight away we come to Upanayanam. Upanayanam is taking the child to the school. So whatever school we were having earlier, it was called Gurukula. So taking the child to the Gurukula was Upanayanam. And there the teacher starts teaching the child, and that is Vedarambha. And then after this Vedarambha, the child studies there in the Gurukula for many years, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anything. It depends upon their grasping and understanding capacity and learning capacity. Upon that, for many years, the child will stay in the Gurukula, and one day the teacher says, okay, all the basic things I have taught you, and now you have got the capacity to study on your own. A guide or a teacher is not necessary to guide you at every step. Now you are independent. So it's enough. Your stay in the Gurukula is sufficient. All the basic things you have learned, now you can go and continue your study on your own. So that we call it as, now it is convocation. That's what earlier was called as Samavartana. So after the study is over, then the next step is Vivaha. Vivaha is the right word. But whatever the word Vivaha conveys cannot be conveyed by the word wedding or marriage or anything such. Vivaha is Vaha property, V is Vishesha. That is, to have, to get, to take upon oneself some special responsibilities is called Vivaha. Both the husband and wife, that's earlier the bride and bridegroom, they become husband and wife, and they set up a household. And in that household, they take upon themselves so many additional responsibilities than what they are taking as individuals. As individuals, we have got certain duties to be performed. That's fine. Apart from that, as householders, we have got some additional duties to be performed. So to take upon us those additional responsibilities is what is called as Vivaha. V is special, Vaha is taking over so many other additional responsibilities. Then after that Vivaha, we have got Vanaprastha, that the person becomes very matured, and after his knowledge, what he got in Gurukula, plus practical knowledge, what he got in Grihasthashrama, now he shares it with the society. Maybe by having one Gurukula, or maybe by traveling here and there, or waiting in one place and people coming there for getting his knowledge and experience. Okay, that is Vanaprastha. Now he is not bound to only his house, only his own children. He understands himself as a part of the society, and he performs his duty. He performs his duties to discharge his debt towards the society. Vanaprastha. The next one is Sannyasa, where he gets detached very much than Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is the beginning of detachment from the person personal family, personal children, personal relationships. But in Vanaprastha, after Vanaprastha, when it comes to sannyasa, it is still more wide. Detachment is very less, and it becomes a part of the whole universe, and he thinks that whole universe is his family. And it travels and travels and travels and spreads the knowledge and experience what he has got from the beginning. And finally, when the person dies, yes, he performs the lost rites by burning the body, and about the soul, it takes its own course depending upon what it has done earlier when it was living. Now all these are the 16 samskaras in a nutshell, and one more very important point here is from Garbhadhana to Samavartana. Garbhadhana to Samavartana. That is the first 12 samskaras, the first 12 rituals, you can call it rituals or rites, whatever it is. So the first 12 rituals are compulsory, mandatory, very important. It is compulsory to all human beings, irrespective of caste, creed, nationality, gender or anything. It's a must for all the human beings, for males as well as females. So when I say the 12, we have got that Upanayanam, Vedarambha also. So Upanayanam and Vedarambha also is there for all people, including females. At the end of the 12 samskara, Vivaha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa, they are conditioned. It's not a month for every human being. Because Vivaha requires some special additional qualities, additional prerequisites. Similarly, some prerequisites are there for Vanaprastha. Some prerequisites are there for Sannyasa. So those prerequisites are satisfied. Yes, a person can enter into Vivaha, a person from Vivaha to Vanaprastha, from Vanaprastha to Sannyasa. Unless those prerequisites are satisfied, they are not eligible to get into marriage, to get into Vanaprasthashrama, to get into Sannyasashrama. They are all optional, and it depends on so many prerequisites to be satisfied. Antyeshti is common for all. Everybody, we are going to die one day or the other, and on our death, some rites will be performed, and once those last rites are performed, there is nothing more to be performed like Shraddha, Tarpana and so many other things they say to be performed after death. No. For the betterment of that soul, the departed soul, we have to perform these things. They say nothing of that sort is said in the Vedas. They say the last rites are to clear off the decaying matter, the dead body, and with that everything is over. Asmantagam shariram is one of the piece of the mantra in Yajurveda. Asmantam shariram. The whole sharira indriya manas, they have an end in the ash. A-S-H, ash. So once they are burned down, that's the end of it. And as far as the soul is concerned, it will continue its journey depending upon whatever it has done in this life. Accordingly, it gets its result. It may be another bhoga yoni or it may be another karma yoni, whatever it is. And we, as such, don't have any control over it. It just moves and moves and moves. And for its moving, its own actions, its own karma is responsible, and that we call it as the karma theory or karma phala. For whatever we done, the fruits we only have to enjoy or suffer, whatever it is. So it goes on its own path. We clear off the decaying matter, and with that, the whole thing is over. This Antyeshti is same for all. Up to Samavartana is compulsory, mandatory for all beings without any discrimination. And coming to Vivaha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. Yes, they are all conditional, and certain prerequisites have to be satisfied. Unless those prerequisites are satisfied, these three samskaras will not occur. Say the person is eligible for Vivaha and not eligible or prerequisites are not satisfied to take upon Vanaprastha samskara or Sannyasa samskara. Yes, then that person will be performing his duties as Grihastha or Grihini and straight away go to Antyeshti. These two are bypassed. Maybe a person satisfying the prerequisites for Vanaprastha and not Sannyasa. So Vanaprastha, then straight away to Antyeshti. So this Vivaha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa is not a route for everyone. Up to Samavartana, yes, it's must. After that, depending upon the prerequisites, it could be Vivaha and Antyeshti, or Vivaha extraordinary thing in common place. It's a very, very extraordinary, rare thing. Only few can achieve it. But most of the people, yes, they need this vivaha, they need this grahasthashrama to satisfy their sensual urges. Only very few people, extraordinary people, that can control it and do something better by just bypassing it. So keeping all this in mind, the 16 samskaras, when you go deep into it and what are all the processes that are involved in these 16 samskaras, we will understand that they will all go a very long way in purifying the soul, in altering the mixture of the kusamskara and